Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to every NFL quarterback's regular season review. Appreciate those who have been asking for this video for being patient. Some people were asking for it after the halfway point, the 3/4 point, because I did it after 1 quarter, but I just decided to wait at that point until the regular season was over. Also, Mike McDaniel's been fired. That means 25% of the head coaches that went into the season did not make it out. And now also I get to do something, I get to say something that I don't get to say often enough as a creator. And that's I told you so. Anyway, couple of plugs as always. Don't forget to check out G Fuel. Don't forget to check out Waggle. And don't forget to use code WyattzWorld at sign up to guarantee yourself to win a free $50 with your first $5 entry. However, always remember to play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Okay, folks, here we are at the tier list. For now, the categories are going to go from top to bottom as alien, above average, average, serviceable quarterbacks, and of course, ass. Reminder that there tends to be a few categories added in every one of these. Anyway, kicking off, we have Joe Burrow. Injured, not injured. The man still earns an alien spot to me. I think he's a top 3 quarterback in the league. Surgically accurate, cannon for an arm. He's a smart player, just happens to be a little injury prone, and he probably needs to cut his hair at this point, man. That one last interview I saw of him, he was doing this for like 45 seconds. Now we have Bo Nix, and he's just gonna go in his own category of Bo Nix. I know this will piss some Denver fans off, but I cannot say the guy's above average because I don't believe he is, but also I don't believe that I can just call him average either. I think he's decent, he's good, but I also think the system and the coach he has is orchestrating him to a lot of it. He's competent, he wins you games, but I just don't get anything out of watching him. Next we got Daniel Jones. He'll go average. I mean, I think he did play obviously a lot better this year before he got injured. Guy has a heart of a lion. He played until he physically couldn't anymore, but he also was beginning to cool off regardless from his extremely hot start. Now we got Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's still an alien as well. He did have a little bit of a slump kind of mid-season after he came back from his injury, but he ended the year accurate, efficient, was starting to look more like the Lamar we were used to seeing there, and he's still one of the best quarterbacks in football. Now we got Trevor Lawrence, above average. We can't just be handing out alien trophies here. Trevor's also inaccurate, and he didn't start destroying until like the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season, but it should be noted this guy had like 37 or 38 total touchdowns on the year. I mean, that's extremely honorable. Now we got Patrick Mahomes. He was above average this year, but I ain't gonna call him an alien because he wasn't an alien. I mean, in the guy's last 7 games, he had 9 interceptions. I'm sure a couple of them were off the hands of Travis Kelce, but he wasn't playing as logical and as safe as he usually does either. Now we have Tua. Ass. I'm not even gonna be nice and be like, oh, he can get you down the field, he's accurate, he can score points. What does it matter when he can't win you a game? It doesn't. Geno Smith. Ass. Calm down, John. That one should come as a shock to nobody. Anybody who watched Geno Smith play this year would agree that he was arguably the worst starting quarterback in football. Stupid throws, impatient throws, forcing the impossible. The man genuinely just didn't give a fuck. Drake May, alien. This man threw for 3,490 yards, completing 72% of his passes, throwing 31 touchdowns and only 8 picks. This is a guy that can hit anybody from anywhere on the field. He has eyes in the back of his head. It doesn't matter how hard you sack him. He just sits back up like the Undertaker. I mean, he's invincible. Now we have CJ Stroud. Bo Nix. I feel the same exact way about CJ that I feel about Bo. I will admit, CJ, I believe, has more arm talent, but CJ Stroud, every time I watch him, I feel like I'm almost watching fucking paint dry in a way. He'll have his good games, he'll have his stinkers, and I do think the guy's a little bit of a closet head case. He tries to come off as this, you know, chill person all the time. I think when he gets rattled in a game, it's pretty fucking obvious. Now we got Michael Penix, serviceable. Got injured again. We can't act like he was playing like an absolute superstar because he wasn't, but he did make some good throws. The guy has potential. He's just got to bounce back from this injury. Kirk Cousins, serviceable. If you need a quarterback, he can play. Probably not someone you want as your starter, and Kirk Cousins this year also was just like way inaccurate for his own standards. Now we have Bryce Young. Sadly, I'm gonna put him an average right now. I think he's shown improvement. I think he is a good quarterback. He's an average quarterback. But the problem with Bryce is his consistency, man. Sometimes he can only play half a game. Sometimes he can't play a game at all. Sometimes he'll go lights out a full game, but it's really like picking fucking straws. You don't know. Justin Herbert, above average. I mean, he is. He's an above average quarterback. He's a great quarterback, but I do think there needs to be a fine line between above average and aliens. And every single quarterback in the alien column I would take over Justin Herbert right now. I know that's kind of hard to say, but it's my honest opinion. I do give the guy credit for grinding out that injury. He's a good football player all around. Malik Willis, average on the account that he only played like 4 games. Granted, he didn't turn the ball over. He had surgical accuracy. Unbelievably good passer rating, but again, he played in 4 games. I think only started 2. Josh Allen, alien, 39 total touchdowns on the year. Anybody who watched the Bills games would know that the Bills are not a playoff team without him. Anybody with a brain would also know that. Might not be the MVP of the league, but he's the MVP of that team, and it ain't even fucking close. Dak Prescott, he's above average to me, dude. He threw 30 fucking touchdowns, 4,500 yards. Accurate as he always has been, the guy just didn't have a defense to support him, and that's no surprise when it's Dallas. Jordan Love, Bo Nix. I mean, statistically, he was a good passer this year. 23 touchdowns, 6 picks, good passer rating. It's just every single time I watch Jordan Love, he's never that good, like ever. Jordan Love I see is indecisive, hesitant, has a nuke of an arm, can make a play, but I am not motivated when I watch him one bit. Now we have Jared Goff. He is an alien, I think so, man. He had 34 touchdowns. Through the air, 8 picks, 4,500 yards, 68% completion percentage. He gets a lot of scrutiny too, which doesn't make sense. I don't know. I've always been a Jared Goff guy, so maybe I'm biased. Jacoby Brissett. He's an average quarterback still in this league. He's a gunslinger. He can be careless, which can both be beneficial and extremely negative, but I respect how he's playing out the final years of his career. Now we have 9. He's not an NFL quarterback. He doesn't have the mentality of an NFL quarterback. He doesn't have the durability of an NFL quarterback. He doesn't have the logic of an NFL quarterback. He doesn't have the maturity of an NFL quarterback. Kyler Murray. He's average. I don't think he's as bad as Tua. I think his attitude is worse than Tua, but the guy can play football. I just don't think that he is a franchise quarterback. I don't think he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I think he's going to spend the rest of his career kind of as a bridge quarterback. He might get one more big contract and then lose his job in 2 years. When I say big, I mean like 3 years, 100 million or something. Now we have Caleb Williams, Bo Nix. Kind of the same thing with him. You know, he's close to taking that leap as a true game changer, but for him, it seems like it's constantly 1 step forward, 2 steps back. There are times where the guy completely forgets where he is on the field. There are times where the guy can't complete the most easy of passes. Times where the guy's an absolute bonehead, but then there'll be other times where the guy's got the vision and release of a Madden Hall of Fame difficulty player. Now we have Justin Fields. Brady Cook. I mean, Fields maybe can serve as a backup still in the league. Brady Cook, again, not an NFL quarterback. The guy is just, he's not like, there's no other way to say it. He's not a fucking NFL quarterback. He's like Tim Boyle level bad. Shedeur Sanders. I could say serviceable, but I mean, his entire season was defined off of basically 1 game. Again, not very logical with the ball. He's very inaccurate. Doesn't know when to dump it. Tries to extend a play into something when he doesn't need to. He's very green. He's ass. Jackson Dart. He goes under the category of him. Listen, yes, this guy has his flaws. He has his green areas, but this guy is also the definition of a game-changing quarterback. Notice how much better the Giants are when he is in. You know how much closer the games typically are when he is in? He started 12 games. He had 15 passing touchdowns and 9 rushing touchdowns. I see the same thing I saw in Drake May last year that I see with him right now. Now we have Tyler Schluck. Average, but a good average, man. He's a logical player. He's effective passing. He's got some clutch gene in him. He's definitely earned his spot there. Now we have Baker Mayfield. He gets an average because that's what he was this year. He was horseshit in the second half. I know his team was injured, and this guy still tried to be the gritty Baker he always has been, but he just literally was not that good of a quarterback. Now we have Jaden Daniels. Average. He just didn't play enough this year. He was decent when he played, but he didn't play enough for me to put him any higher. Now we have Aaron Rodgers. He gets a him. Guy's old as shit. You can tell he's slower. He doesn't have the arm he used to, but he still goes out there and he balls the fuck out, man. Bloody nose, broken hand, doesn't matter. Pretty damn good season. He almost hit 30 touchdowns. Marcus Mariota. I'll give him a serviceable, honestly. He played his part this year. He's a good backup to have on your team. What can I say? Now we have Cam Ward. Average. He had a good rookie season. To anybody else in the league, he had a very average season. Sam Darnold. Bo Nix. Earned his place in the league as a starter. Absolutely. The guy can throw the piss out of a ball. He's an effective passer. I don't think I would classify him as an above average quarterback in the NFL, but I wouldn't say he's just average either. Now we have Jalen Hurts. I guess above average. I wish he would throw the ball more, but he's another player that's safe. He can be a dual threat. Just he's not exciting to watch. Like, I wish he was. He should be, but his team is just boring as fuck. Then we have Brock Purdy. Bo Nix. Brock Purdy plays as good as he wakes up every day. Again, you'll see games from this guy where you ask yourself, how in the fuck was he not a first round pick? And then there'll be other games where he'll turn around and you ask yourself, how was he a starter in the NFL? And ending, we have Matt Stafford. He's an alien. Probably the MVP this year. 46 passing touchdowns. Again, I don't believe he's got the cannon or the quickness of his release that he used to, but shit, it's still good enough. He's someone you hate to play against, and it's also somebody you don't want to hand the ball over to for a game-winning drive. And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for my regular season review for every NFL quarterback. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you had fun with this video. As always, feel free to show support and let me know in the comments where we differ. In the meantime, I'm going to get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Thursday, and I will see you in the next video.